What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so I am back after a very long hiatus here. If you're curious to why I disappeared, I will leave that at the end of the video for those that actually want to stick around and hear what happened. But we're just going to get right into the new uniform here, because we do finally have a mutant update, or I guess a mutant epic quest has been added to the game, which is awesome. I've been wanting more mutant characters. We have only this one uniform, unless I was missing something. So we have the one uniform here for Rachel Summers, which is good. I've definitely been waiting for an upgrade for her, and also waiting for her to be able to, you know, take on World Boss Legend, because she did not have a Awakening or a Tier 3 previous to this update. Now she has an Awakening, so she's going to be an Awakening skill character. And yeah, I was hoping that they would put in a uniform for Mr. Sinister. That would have been really nice, since they are doing the X-Men Days of Future Past with Goblin Queen, which is pretty nice. So yeah, it would have been cool to see Mr. Sinister kind of cameo in this or something like that. But anyway, let's take a look at Rachel here and see what the uniform is going to do for her. So we have changes, I think, to both of her passives here. It looks like she gets some super armor, very good. Increase all defense by 30% and reduce damage received by 30%. Okay, a little bit of actually just all defense there, no attack stats. So now any changes on her skills. So actually, I didn't look back at her base kit to really see what changed, because I think both of her passives have changed, right? Yeah, Phoenix Aura and Mental Enhancement. So those both of her. Where's her 4-star passive? I don't even see the 4-star passive in here, so I don't see the Mental Enhancement. I guess maybe that's her leadership, since it looks like the leadership has changed. But anyway, so she has guaranteed dodge by 40%. That's really nice. We have 35% penetration, and then we have 45% increased skill and 30% bonus damage. So not bad. Like I said, I don't remember what that was previously, though. It's the only problem. Leadership. So now her leadership looks like it's for Phoenix Force allies. So it gives mind resist, very irritating. We're not really going to be able to use her leadership for anything. I mean, we don't need mind resist on her. And then we have activation 1 debuff to apply to the Phoenix Force allies, remove debuffs for 12 seconds on a 20-second cooldown. So she does have debuff removal, which can be situationally useful. Maybe if you just want to use her as like a solo clear in Shadowland, the debuff removal could be nice. Or if you're using like a Phoenix Force team somewhere in Shadowland, I guess. But besides that, I mean, it's good in World Boss Legend for certain things, like if you have a Blade Twister stage, or if you've got the Poison stage or something like that, then this is definitely useful. But you're missing out on the leadership for damage, which I don't know if you really want to give that up for the debuff removal. All right, so first skill. Just nothing on here. We just have some fire damage. Second skill, we do have a barrier for 8 hits. And that's pretty much it. I mean, she has paralysis, which ignores immunity, so work on regular World Boss, but not World Boss Legend. Black Hole here gives her, immunity to all debuffs. That's pretty nice. So she could just have immunity to debuffs right there. It's only 3 seconds, so kind of short, but still could be useful. Increase fire damage by 50%. Okay, not bad, not bad. Fourth skill. We have invincibility for 5 seconds, and then just a lot of enemy crowd control effects there. Mind control, incapacitation, decrease their fire resist. Again, all that's not going to work on World Boss Legend. Work in regular World Boss, and of course in Timeline or PvP. And then the fifth skill. Okay, it's a V-pad skill. That's nice. So we can move around with it. Recover 30% of her HP. Increase all attack and defense by 50%. 1% speed. 30% crit rate. And a 100% chance to be immune to all damage for 5 seconds. So I am noticing that she does not have any accumulation. So hopefully her damage is still going to be good enough even without the accumulation. I don't know, because a lot of times you really need that for her damage. Or just for, I guess, damage in general. Yeah, so let's take a look at the skill animations real quick here. All right, Rachel, let's see what we got here. First skill. Okay, just some fire on the ground here. Second skill. Just a fire blast with an explosion on the ground. Okay. Third skill. Oh, there we go. We got like, looks like a supernova, but it's called black hole. So got a black hole there. Very, very cool. And then we've got the 4th skill. Oh, it just throws a phoenix down. Oh, nice. Boom, and then it explodes on them. Okay, 5th skill. She gets the nice classic Phoenix Force wings there, and then we just sit there and do some continuous damage to them. Okay, so... so 2nd and 1st skill didn't really have any effects on them, so we don't really need to worry about putting them in the skill rotation. So I'm thinking we're probably going to do... So that was pretty quick. So I think 3rd skill. 3rd skill, 4th skill, then 5th skill. Yeah, that looks like the rotation I probably want to do. 3, 4, 5 is what I like. So 3, let the black hole appear. Hit 4, you can pretty much instant cancel it, looks like. You can still get the Phoenix. And then go right into 5 for your big damage. But it looks like we have... Yeah, we're getting off, it said like 18 hits or so right there before I'm hitting the 5th skill, so you definitely have a chance of accidentally proccing if you're using a damage proc or a like CTP of energy or something like that. So it looks like it'll be pretty tight timing if you want to use a regular damage proc, so she's definitely looking like a Judgment or a Rage character. And then, oh yeah, what does her Awakening skill look like? So we have Kid Omega, and who is the other one there with her? I didn't even notice. It's got to be one of the other Phoenix Force. Oh, that's Hope. Okay, so Hope gets a Awakening as well. Or, well, she starts off with Awakening because she's one of the new characters. Okay, not bad. And can we see what this skill does? There we go. So we've got Burn, Mind Blast. Interesting. She reduces their mind resistance. But she does all fire damage, doesn't she? Why does she need to reduce their mind resistance? And then we've got crit rate by 35%, crit damage 35%, the ignore dodge by 70%, 8 seconds of invincibility, the remove all debuffs, so all that's kind of basic, what you always get with these awakening skills. And then we have increased damage by 50% for 1 attack, which I don't think they all have that one, so I think only some of the characters get that 50% increase right there. And then I believe they all have the 35 or the 25% all attack and defense, and then yeah, the skill does still do fire damage, so I'm not really sure about that mind resist. I mean, we've got that does additional burn. Okay, anyway, so looks good. So they weren't hiding any accumulation on the awakening skill, which you know, they could have done that. So let's go back here, and no, we need, I wanted to go back to her. All right, so let's go ahead and find her real quick. I think I just passed her. There she is. All right, so here she is. So we just have a bare bones build on her right now. I haven't changed anything from the build that I had basically before her uniform, which I didn't really use her at all because I couldn't use her in War Boss Legend. That's pretty much all I do. So I just have a regular obelisk on her. It's only 140 proc with 33% fire damage, but I figure, you know what, I'll test her with just this on. If I like how she plays and I think she's going to be doing a good amount of damage, then I will put on probably a Judgment on her because she's all fire damage. So yeah, if I like her damage, I'm going to put a Judgment on her, but for now, this is kind of what she's looking like. So hopefully we can get a brief idea of what her damage is going to look like with just a regular damage proc on her. So let's hop into some War Boss Legend and see what she looks like. Okay, so here we are over at Null. We're going to be trying out a stage 25. That was like the earliest one that I could use her on for the requirements of female, or else I'd have to go down all the way to like a stage 9. Didn't really want to try her out at a stage 9, so I figured, you know what, let's go up to 25 here, see what she can do. And we're going to go ahead and use this team here. So it's all female characters only for this. And we've got our energy attack, and actually ignore dodge is going to be beneficial for her because she's only level 70. So she doesn't get that big ignore dodge, basically kind of buff for being level 80 just because she's a higher level than the boss. So we're going to do that. And then we have Shuri there for the leader, or not the leadership, for the support, which I was looking through the female characters here. I'm like, you know what, it'd be nice if Dazzler got an update, because then we'll have a mutant support character that would be very nice to take into War Boss Legend, but she doesn't have a tier 3 or an awakening, so I can't use her here, which is a little sad. But anyway, we're going to try out this team here. I guess we can, yeah, that'll work fine. We got 2 dodge ignore strikers, so hopefully we don't have to worry at all about the boss dodging, and we can see exactly what her damage is going to be. And hopefully we'll line up a few damage procs so we can actually see what our damage is like with the damage proc. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop in. So we're just going to pop this, and our damage proc went off early there. Because as you can see right there, the second one, if that's not lit up green while I'm doing the 5th skill, then we are not getting the damage from it. Okay, there we go. So now we do have the damage from it. Ooh, not bad. Okay, not too shabby. So now let's try the Awakening skill. Awakening skill definitely does more damage. Oh, I didn't even check if you could cancel the Awakening skill. I wonder if you could cancel. No, we're off. There we go. Uh-oh, we're gonna get time. Yep, frozen. Lots of stuff going on here where the debuff removal would actually be nice. So we missed the damage proc on that one. We'll dodge that. Missed, oh no, we got the damage proc on that one. Okay, so that's good. Ooh, yeah. So our damage is looking okay, because we only have a 140 proc, so keep that in mind. Thing is, I can't really cancel the Awakening skill into the 5th skill because we're already cutting it really close with our damage proc here. So if I had Judgment, then of course I could try it out, but we just basically lose our damage proc if I canceled into the 5th skill. Yeah, so her damage is not bad. It doesn't look like, ow, it doesn't look like it's going to be enough damage to clear this particular stage of Null, because we do need to have him off the throne, like, right now. Like, 1 minute and 30 seconds is basically the slowest we want to see, and we're already past the 1 minute and 30 second mark. Ideally, we want to have him off the throne in 1 minute, but... Okay, I missed the damage proc there. Yeah, I suppose we could be throwing in the 2 and 3. Like after the 5th skill kind of wears off here, we could be tapping 2 and then going into 3, or 2 and 1, I mean, not 3. What am I talking about here? So it took her 2 minutes to get him off of the throne, which again, that's not great timing, but I mean, if we had Judgment on her, I'm pretty sure she would have no problem doing this stage, considering that we did miss a few of our damage procs. We didn't miss like half of them. What, we missed like 40% of our damage procs or something like that, or 30%, so not terrible. So let's give her one more test here. So far, her, like I said, her damage looks solid. Doesn't look like anything spectacular, so she seems like she's going to be probably above average in terms of damage. Because we could go, actually all those are female, then that goes to blast, so we could have tried a 29 with her here, see if she... Well, we already saw what her damage was like on 25, so we don't need to do that. But let's go ahead and hop on over to Dormammu here and see what happens with her damage here. I'm curious to see what her damage is going to look like once we get to the second phase. Hopefully she'll be able to do enough damage to get to the second phase at a efficient time. But yeah, let's go ahead and build a team for her real quick. Okay, so I figure we'll try out this team here. We've got Cyclops and Ghost Panther, because Ghost Panther is going to be increasing fire elemental damage, so I figure why not try him out here. So let's see what she can do to Dormammu. Again, mainly concerned about the second phase, but hopefully she'll be doing good damage in the first phase here. And we missed our damage proc. But yeah, damage is still looking okay, because we should be fine against the first phase here, because he's got a lot lower defenses. There's the Awakening skill, and we did hit the damage proc for this one. Okay. So that looks pretty good. So a really nice time for the first phase here for her would be doing it in under 1 minute. I'd be really happy with my kind of like really quick characters can probably do it in like 30 to 45 seconds or something like that. But she's doing okay, actually. That 9 seconds though on the 5th skill. Yeah, we can move around a little bit with that 5th skill, so that kind of helped right there. That 9-second cooldown, it's just, I don't like when there's 9 seconds on a cooldown. It just takes so long. Especially when it's like the main skill that you want to use in your rotation for damage. It's one thing if it's like your buff skill, so you might want to, you know, skip it every other rotation. You're like, sure, I can skip this every other rotation just to make sure that I'm doing damage as much as possible, but not when it is your DPS skill, then you kind of got to wait for it. Okay, so we're going to 1.5 minutes here. Oh, we procced way too early on that one. Oh yeah, she's got immunity to that because she has immunity to mind control or something, doesn't she? So we don't have to worry about getting hit by those kind of spikes that he does. Come on. There we go. Alright, so almost 2 minutes, so I mean, a little bit on the slow side, so I'm not sure what her damage is going to be like here. Oh, not quite a bar. She got close to the bar. And then the awakening skill does... That's like a bar and 20%, because there's a little bit left on that first bar that we started going through, so like a bar and 20%. Okay. So overall, that tells me that she can probably do 1/3 of the damage. Because if she's doing, she kind of needs to be doing a full bar is the issue. And then if we miss our damage proc like that, we did what, like 30% of a bar or something, if that. Oh yeah, I gotta wait longer for that 5th skill. Okay, we just barely made that for the proc. Yeah, so she might be doing 1/3 of the damage. I mean, with Judgment on, she definitely should be doing 1/3 of the damage. So, okay, not bad. She can be used here in Giant Boss Raid, so she can work against Dormammu. It's going to be a slower fight, but she can work. So that's something. So if you just want to have fun against Dormammu here and just use a different character, it looks like she can get the job done, provided you have two at least somewhat comparable... competent, if I could say the damn word, competent teammates to help you out that can do similar damage to you. Okay, yeah, so overall she's looking pretty solid. Again, like I said, nothing crazy. She's not gonna be like one of the top tier or best characters in the game or anything like that, but she can definitely get through the content pretty effectively, and it looks like you could have fun using her, which is definitely what I'm looking forward to. So I think I will give her a judgment. I'll have to look to see what I have laying around, if I have one to spare, if there's any other characters I was looking at getting a judgment, giving a judgment to before her, but she is a strong candidate for me. So overall, she is looking good. Where is she? Dun, 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 dun. So that is going to be Rachel Summers there with her X-Men Days of Future Past uniform. Overall, like I said, she looks very solid. She is a... Was she a premium character? What was she from? Contribution rewards and dimension missions. I don't even remember where I got her from. Was she that same thing as like Professor X, right? Where you had to get her from that, it used to be the Danger Room. So now we get her from dimension missions. Get her from here. It's been so long. Is she just on this list or something? I don't think I ever saw her in here. Oh, is she one of the ally shifters or whatever that have a chance to appearing? Oh, that's going to be irritating. So she's going to be probably very hard to get biometrics for, because I've completely forgotten how to get biometrics for her. If it is easier, let me know in the comments below. I just cannot remember because it's been so long since I've gotten any biometrics for her. So of course I don't think I have any left over for her. Whoops, for her uniform. Where do I want to go? This one, there it is. Yeah, I don't have any biometrics for her, so that's a little irritating, but I mean, I could always use a ticket on her uniform if I really like it, but she just seems, like I said, an average character, so I don't think I'm going to be wasting resources like that. But I am very tempted to put a judgment on her to see how she performs. So yeah, that is going to be Rachel here. Let me know if you have her built up, if you've put a judgment on her. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on her and how she's been performing for you. But that's going to be it for this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And of course I will catch you in the next one. Okay, so now for those that have stuck around, that were kind of curious to know why I just randomly stopped posting content with kind of like no explanation. Well, the shorthand answer to that was I just got sick with COVID, and it hit me really hard. So I was just one of those people that was very susceptible to it because I have pre-existing health conditions that made it hit me a bit harder. I was in the hospital for quite a while. It took me months just to get over it. And then even after I got over it and was testing negative, I was still having problems. It had wreaked havoc on my lungs. I already have asthma and I have breathing problems, and it just seems like now, even after supposedly being fully recovered from it, I'm still having breathing issues. My asthma is just so much worse than it used to be, and basically going through that whole ordeal kind of put me in a very, I guess, negative mind space as well. So I just wasn't all there mentally, and I just really didn't feel like kind of interacting or doing anything for the most part. So that's kind of why I stopped doing content without really any kind of explanation there. Just that combination of things that just hit me really hard. So it was just health issues, and then having some mental kind of fatigue, I guess, or mental problems after going through that whole ordeal. So that was what kind of kept me off a little bit. I'm hopefully gonna be getting back into posting content here again. A few things I kind of want to maybe change up or try that's a little bit different. I'm still gonna be doing future fight content, but I kind of wanted to try more of just actual like full-on gaming, I guess, like, you know, like a regular gaming channel where I just play normal game releases and not just mobile games. So I'm planning on having that over on my second channel, which I made that second channel like years and years ago, because it's something I've always been planning on doing, but I'm thinking of finally trying to actually start posting content on that. So I might be doing that a little bit more. And then on this channel over here, for as long as I'm still having fun or interest in Future Fight, we will keep posting content here, because sometimes it gets a little bit stale. So sometimes I go through stints of not posting content anyway, just because I just feel a little bit bored of the game. But something that I had an idea for to maybe keep me a little more entertained was creating kind of like a power level sheet, I guess, for characters, if you want to call it that. So I wanted to take all characters into the exact same content, so the exact same stage of, say, World Boss Legend, the exact same Dormammu in terms of maybe type neutral or type advantage or something like that, and then just really seeing how much damage each of them put out, kind of put that on a spreadsheet so I could rank each character in terms of like their DPS power, and then I'll give like a rating on what I think their survivability is for certain content or something like that. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, because then I can do that all in my account where everything is like static and not changing. So my cards are pretty much where they're going to be at. I don't think my cards are going to be upgraded anytime soon. So I'll be able to keep going through all these characters with the exact same card stats, and then you can kind of get comparisons. The only kind of variation might be the obelisks. So like I don't have rage on every single character, so I'll be putting up these numbers or comparing characters to each other where maybe one has energy, the other has rage, one has judgment, so you can kind of keep that in mind. But then maybe you can have like a rough idea of how strong everyone is in PvE content or just total raw DPS power. So I don't know, just thought that I had, because then I'd go through, you know, a few characters, maybe do like 2 or 3 of those a week or something like that. But yeah, let me know what kind of content you want to see on the channel, and hopefully, like I said, I'll be getting back into more regular posting, because I definitely still enjoy doing YouTube. So I just kind of want to figure out something that works best for me, whether it be doing other gaming or just continuing with mobile gaming here. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So like I said, hopefully you guys are still enjoying the content, and I will see you in the next video.